They say that laughter is the best medicine. But what if it's the worst? Welcome to my channel. And today we're discussing the concept for a horror movie called The Echo Children, where a person moves into a new apartment and soon realizes the apartment above them is haunted by the ghosts of children who are playing and laughing. But there's a twist. The laughter sounds exactly like their own laughter from when they were children. Moving into a new apartment can be both exciting and nerve-wracking. You have a fresh start, a clean slate. But with that comes the worry of, how the hell am I going to get this place to look like home? Well, for our protagonist, we find out pretty quickly that they woe unto be able to make this place feel like home because home is already here. Our protagonist starts hearing the distinct sounds of children laughing and playing in the apartment above them late at night. Now, the fact that it's late at night should be our first clue that something isn't right. Kids should be asleep. But at first, our protagonist thinks, oh, maybe I'm just hearing things. Maybe it's just a new family moved in upstairs and they have kids, so they try to brush it off. But then one night they decide enough is enough. They're gonna go check it out. What they find is that the apartment is not only vacant, but has been condemned. There's a big red X painted on the door. It's police tape around the doorknob. This is not a place where people live. Or is it? The longer our protagonist stays in their apartment, the louder the laughter gets. It starts to bleed into their everyday life. They hear the children playing in the hallway outside their door. They hear the echo of their footsteps in the stairwell. They hear their voices getting closer and closer. They try to ignore it. They try to convince themselves that everything is fine, but they can't. The sounds are driving them insane. Then one day, they hear a voice mimicking their own inner thoughts. At first it's subtle, but then it becomes louder and more frequent. Soon they're hearing the voice saying things out loud that the protagonist is thinking. They turn around and they see an empty room. There's nobody there. The voice is coming from the walls. It's coming from the very essence of the building itself. Our protagonist finds an old newspaper article about the condemned apartment. It tells the story of a family who mysteriously vanished without a trace. The police believe that they may have been the victims of foul play, but the case was never solved. As our protagonist reads the article, they feel a sense of dread wash over them. They realize that the children are not only haunting their apartment, but they're haunting their minds. The laughter, the footsteps, the whispers, it's all a part of a twisted game that the children have been playing for decades. And now our protagonist is their newest target. The climax of the film could involve the protagonist confronting the children, trying to break the hold that they have on their mind. They could try to escape the building, but the children will follow them, their laughter echoing in their ears until they are completely surrounded. The final shot could be the children standing in a circle around the protagonist, their laughter reaching a fever pitch as they close in for the kill. This whole movie would be built around sound design. The laughter of the children, the footsteps, the distorted whispers mimicking the protagonist. All of this stuff would play under the score to really build up that sense of dread. And then when the children start to mimic the protagonist's inner thoughts, that's when we know we've crossed the line into madness. So yeah, that's the concept for a horror movie called The Echo Children. If you like this concept, let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, if you're interested in seeing more concepts like this, I've got a whole playlist of them, so go check those out. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I post new videos every single day, so there's always fresh content coming your way. Now, I'm gonna go watch a movie.